All right. Hello, everyone. Hi. So my name is Mark, and this is Monday, March 2nd, 3rd? 2nd? Okay. Hi. Um, and this is Zen Buddhism and meditation. So it's a 1 hour meeting. And see if we have hello to anyone. Looks like we have 2 people online. So welcome, and feel free to say hi, or if you have any questions in the chat box. I'll try to keep my eye on it. So yeah. So welcome everybody. Anybody's first time at the Dharmabumtemple? Or no? Okay. All seasoned Dharmabummians, or what are we? Dharma bummers? What a bummer. Uh, Anybody first time at this class? Oh, 3 people. Welcome. Great. Anybody new to Zen? Buddha, Zen meditation? Kind of? Okay. So, all right. Well, so what I haven't led this class. I've been out of town for a couple months. So typically I'll do like a intro, 5 minutes or so, and then we'll sit and meditate for about 20 minutes, and then have maybe a 10-minute talk or discussion. I brought a book from Thich Nhat Hanh called The Blooming of the Lotus. A couple things in here that I found that I thought was helpful. And then do another meditation, and then wrap up. So, yeah. So with Zen meditation, I've been practicing. I'm just a lay practitioner. I'm not a ordained Buddhist like a monk or anything like that. So I've been practicing for about 9 years, and sit with they call it Sangha. I started in Cleveland, Ohio, with a Buddhist Zen Buddhist group. So so typically what we do is sit. You can let's see. You talk about your breathing. People want to know. So just breathe normally. It's good to start off taking a few, 2, 3 deep inhales and exhales with your hands. Typically what I do is a cosmic mudra, which is one hand on the other with the thumbs lightly touching. With the eyes, I keep my eyes slightly open. Like if you were to come up and look at me, you'd be like, no, your eyes are closed, but they're actually slightly open and gazing downward. And with what else? The posture is to, as much as possible, have an erect but not rigid spine. And just relax. Move around a little bit, find your center. And if thoughts are the big question, what to do with thoughts. If you're going to be sitting, I'm going to put the timer on for 20 minutes. And what do you do with your thoughts for 20 minutes? Like, how do you deal with the monkey mind? right? So you just deal with it. It's if it's swinging on the branches, it's going to be swinging, and there's lots of tools that you hear about. Oh, think of your thoughts as clouds in the sky, and they're just let them pass by. The other day, I was thinking, I was like, I have two dogs that run my life, and they love to go up to the front window, and anytime anybody walks by, especially with another dog, and they just go crazy. They're like yapping. And so I have this code word that they know when I say, go to bed. They'll usually, not always. So I say, go to bed, or sometimes or lay down, or sometimes I just say, I have this like, ah! And they know that means, and I don't know why this came up in my mind. I was meditating the other day, and I'm like, my mind was all up over the place. And I started saying that to myself. I was like, to my thoughts, I'm like, go to bed, just go lay down, So a lot of people think that they stop meditating, or they can't meditate, or I'm not good at this, and stop meditating because they think they have lots of thoughts. So just my recommendation and what I've heard is to just be kind and compassionate with yourself, not beat yourself up over it, and to just their thoughts are like your gastric juices, like your stomach secretes gastric juices. So your mind secretes thoughts. It's just doing its job. So part of meditation, though, is to try to tame the wild horses or the monkey mind, and that's why not following the story, and that's why they call it a practice. We practice meditation, and so that's what we're going to do. Yeah. So in all of these tools, the posture, the keeping the eyes slightly open, the hands together like this, they're all tools to help keep you alert and present in the moment. Because that's what meditation is, just being here in the moment, in reality. You're going to hear noises outside. Sometimes there's a baby over there that cries, and it's just at home. I have neighbors with dogs that bark, and so it's just being present in the moment. I actually do have a secret little surprise this time from this book. I picked up this book. I've had it at home. Somebody gave it to me years ago. It's called The Blooming of a Lotus, and it's guided meditation exercises for healing and transformation by Thich Nhat Hanh. And he was a Zen Buddhist Vietnamese monk that was just highly revered, and he was friends with Martin Luther King Jr. and he died a few years ago, but I'm looking at this book, and it's written by Thich Nhat Hanh, and it's the whole book is guided meditations, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm like, Zen's not supposed to be guided meditation, but I guess it is, right? It's so that's the thing about Zen is you get surprised. I always in my mind I was like, no, Zen is nope, no guided meditation. But um, anyhow, I'm still not going to talk for 20 minutes. We're going to do silent meditation, but we're going to start out with this exercise by Thich Nhat Hanh, and it's called exercise number 1, Joy of Meditation as Nourishment. So I'm going to set my timer. So I'm going to read this like 3 times just to let it sink in, and then you can do with it what you want. If you want to keep repeating these phrases or concepts, or you can just, some people, one tool is counting. Some people count 1 to 5 with their in breath and out breath, or 1 to 10, or just practice being aware of your breathing silently. And yeah. Does anybody have any questions? No? All right. So I'm going to set the timer. So it's not going to be quite 20 minutes of pure silence, because I'm going to be talking for a couple minutes. Okay. All right. I'm going to invite the bell. Breathing in, I calm my body. Calm. Breathing out, I smile. Smile. Breathing in, I dwell in the present moment. Present moment. Breathing out, I know it is a wonderful moment. Wonderful moment. Breathing in, I calm my body. Calm. Breathing out, I smile. Smile. Breathing in, I dwell in the present moment. Present moment. Breathing out, I know it is a wonderful moment. Wonderful moment. Breathing in, I calm my body. Calm. Breathing out, I smile. Smile. Breathing in, I dwell in the present moment. Present moment. Breathing out, I know it is a wonderful moment. Wonderful moment. Alrighty. Feel free to stretch your legs. How was that? How did people like that intro, starting off with that sort of guided?
Wow, I don't even remember.
What did you say?
I completely forgot there was an intro until you brought it back. Yeah.
About the calm, smile, present moment, wonderful moment.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
Not much.
Not your cup of
It
tea?
wasn't my cup of tea. But I did attempt to open up and listen and practice what you were saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just, maybe that's just right.
Yeah, and
Where
this
I'm
is
at right
this
now.
is a Zen guy.
Yeah,
He even
is
talks.
Zen.
What's that?
He is Zen.
He's Zen. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was reading in here about. At one point, he talks about where was it? Singing and having someone sing and then someone play an instrument, which I thought, well, that's really cool. Because years ago, when I was with my Sangha in Ohio, I asked at one time, I said, can we sing the Heart Sutra? And they just looked at me like I was, I don't know, from outer space or something.
The one that's online?
What? The Heart Sutra, yeah.
They have it on the website?
It is on the
Yeah.
Dharmabum website. Although is it singing in English or is that?
It's not in English.
It's not in English, yeah. I would just ask him to sing it in English, but
I
yeah.
wasn't really bothered by it, but I didn't think it was necessary.
the reading part.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
interesting.
didn't bother me at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's good to remember that he's Vietnamese and not Japanese. And Vietnamese descent came from China, not from Japan. And
Right.
it's highly influenced by the Thailand, Burma Buddhism, which is a much softer version of Buddhism.
Yeah. Right. Interesting.
He
Yeah,
talks about
Vietnamese Buddhism is much softer. You're saying
than Japanese. Japanese is harsh.
than Japanese Buddhism. Okay.
Also, he doesn't talk about suffering. Usually, we used to hear suffer, deal with suffering, dukkha. He talks about joy and happiness.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
And it's not in many places. He says you can be happy. You can, and he quotes the Buddha even.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he talks here also about calming the body. What does it mean to calm the body? As far as I understand, he goes back to the Buddhist Sutra of meditation that talks to breathe, and then you learn to breathe through the whole body.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you learn to breathe through the whole body, then a lot can be resolved. But if the breath is just constantly controlled, then we're still controlling.
Yeah. Yeah. I often catch. So he, for those of you online, he was talking about breathing through the whole body and how Thich Nhat Hanh encourages breathing through the whole body. I often catch myself breathing, chest breathing, like it's not a
It's more
deep.
than just breathing even into the center. It's now learning to breathe into the legs, into the arms, to the back. So the whole body becomes one unit of breathing.
Yeah, yeah. That's interesting. And what sutra did you say that was?
It's the Buddhist Sutra of breathing.
Okay,
And
Buddhist
there's a
Sutra
book
of
in
breathing.
Nhat, Breathe, You Are Alive.
Yeah,
It is based on that sutra.
yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it's interesting how there's different focus. Each country in the West, whether it's the U.S. or Europe or other countries, we're having our developing because it's fairly new. I think it's only in maybe the last 70 years in the United States that Buddhism. Um, but yeah, it's kind of still sort of creating our own sort of type of Buddha. And then you have the Dharmabumtemple, which is not a Zen temple. It's we, here it's you're getting exposed to a variety of different types of Buddhist Buddhist what Buddhist traditions and techniques and You're right, yeah. But there is Thich Nhat Hanh. We're very fortunate in San Diego County to have Deer Park Monastery in Escondido. If you ever get a chance, I've only been up there maybe about 3 times on a Sunday. It's called a day of mindfulness, I think. It's called a day of mindfulness. And you have to go online and see when they have it. And you have to register and to get because it's so popular. It's like, I think 100 people, but they do the meditation and talk and a vegetarian lunch all for free. Yeah. But yeah, this is interesting. These Thich Nhat Hanh is just it is really beautiful. Whenever I read Thich Nhat Hanh or listen to, you can go onto YouTube or they actually have an app that what is it called? Deer Park Plum Village. There's a Plum Village app that I have on my phone that I'll listen to their talks. They have guided meditation. It's really wonderful. But sometimes I'll read it and I'll think, oh, it's so like Pollyanna. I think when I saw that breathing out, I know it's a wonderful moment. And I'm not as advanced as Thich Nhat Hanh because I'm like, what wonderful moment. We live in a shit storm here in this frickin' world. So I have progress to do. But when I listen and I read this and I try to absorb it, I think, okay, maybe there's a lot of craziness going on in the world, but maybe just this moment is a wonderful moment.
There's a lot of peace in this room.
What's that?
There's a lot of peace in this room.
Right, yeah. This moment right here, right now, can be a wonderful moment. But my thinking, stinking thinking, if you're in recovery, leads to drinking, right?
Or, yeah.
Or other things. So, any other comment? What else?
Well, when you were saying like to breathe in, be calm.
Yeah.
Like to keep breathing in until you start to say to breathe out. Just kind of like what you were saying to breathe in.
Yeah.
Breathe in be breathing in that whole time.
Breathe in.
Until you say breathe out.
I calm my body. Breathe out. I smile.
Pause,
Did I pause too long? Hold your breath until I say to breathe out. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Then you pause, right? You didn't say anything.
I paused for a long time before I said to breathe out. So I hope you didn't turn blue. But yeah, in the book it just says breathe in. Well, he does say in here about
there's no way that you're like supposed to do it for that long.
No, right. There's no right way.
There's not, one way. I was just curious if it was.
The author refers to the Buddhist Sutra of breathing. And the Buddhist Sutra does not talk about deep breath. It doesn't talk about deep breath.
Yeah, or length.
It says when you take a short breath, when you take a long breath.
Yeah.
So what is short and long? It creates the directions of breath. If you follow this direction, it starts to create the rhythm by itself.
Right. Yeah.
Because big and deep, usually we can overdo it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it should,
Yeah.
big and small.
He says here the conscious breathing and smile should be practiced during 5, 10, or even 15 in and out breaths before moving on to the second stage of the exercise, which is stage 2 of the exercise is to bring us back to the present moment. By dwelling in the present moment, we put an end to attachments to the past and anxieties about the future. Life is only available in the present. We need only to open our eyes and listen carefully to enjoy life's riches. In using conscious breathing, we can transform the present moment into a moment full of wonder and beauty. So, anyhow, this is just enough. There's no right way or wrong way, my understanding of, but there are traditions within all, whether it's Zen or other types of Buddhism, that you can go to some Zen temples and they have very, very, especially the Japanese, they'll have very strict, what do they call it? Formal,
Rituals.
yeah, rituals and very, very formal. So, what else? Anything else on the meditate? I'm a nurse and I'm meditating. I'm like, I wanted to look up and look around at my, you got the new people here and see how you're doing, check in on you. So that was a challenge for me to stay within my meditation and not look around. No, I didn't hear anybody get up and leave, so that was a good thing. All right. Well, 7:40, so we could do like 10 more minutes. We'll just do silent. You can just think about being, when you're breathing, what did we learn? Calm, smile. He actually talks about his instructions for posture and what to do, how to hold your hand. He includes, Thich Nhat Hanh includes to have a smile on your face, not a big grin, but like have some sort of smile on your face. But that's just how he is. He's that type of guy. So smile, calm, smile, present moment, wonderful moment, All right, we'll do it. Okay. So I'm gonna close with this. This is called the Four Great Vows. I believe this is Zen from Soto Zen, how they often in their meditation practice. Beings are numberless, I vow to save them. Delusions are inexhaustible, I vow to end them. Dharma gates are boundless, I vow to enter them. Buddha's way is unsurpassable, I vow to become it. So thank you all for coming tonight. Before everybody leaves, Vicky is going to come up and have some announcements. Okay.
Closing announcement. My name is Vicki and I'm tonight's host. We opened the Dharmabumtemple 19 years ago to introduce Buddhist practice to those who show up. Those who lead are not nuns, monks, gurus, or teachers. We are not looking for students. They are simply practitioners sharing their interpretation of the practice. Every night we have different classes led by different people from various Buddhist traditions. We have a recovery sangha that meets several times a week for anyone with addiction. And our food redistribution program is every Thursday at 4:30. We have classes and programs every day, and everything we offer here is always free. We have silent meditation Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. and 12 noon. The full schedule is on our website and also posted in the entryway above the shoe rack. We have a lending library. If you see a book you like, feel free to borrow it and then bring it back whenever you're ready. We also have a half day of silence this Saturday. It starts at 8 o'clock and they do 20-minute sits, 5 minutes in between break, and there's a working meditation, a walking meditation. It's from 8 till noon. So please straighten your chair or your cushion before you head out, and if a couple people can help me close the windows, that'd be great. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Mark.
Great. Thank you. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.